my wife's a garage sale collector. She's at every rummage sale you'll ever see. She buys the clothes and never stops to check them. She just bags them up and brings them home to me. Now I got suits, a lot of suits to give away. Some are brown, some are black, and some are green. I've got one, God rest his soul, you'll have to mend the bullet hole. Pick one out, take one home, suit yourself. Now I got shirts, a lot of shirts to give away. Some are brown, some are black, and some are gray. Got one hanging in the yard, shows a lack of old right guard. Pick one up, take one home, suit yourself. Oh, my wife's a garage sale collector. She's at every rummage sale you'll ever see. She buys the clothes and never stops to check them. She just bags them up and brings them home to me. Now I've got pants, a lot of pants to give away. Some are brown, some are black, and some are green. I got one, the tailor box, the darn thing's binding in the crotch. Pick one out, take one home, suit yourself. Now I got shoes, a lot of shoes to give away. Some are brown, some are black, and some are green. Got a pair, safety kind, makes me walk like Frankenstein. Pick one out, take one home, shoot yourself. Oh, my wife's a garage sale collector. She's at every rummage sale you'll ever see. She buys the clothes and never stops to check them. She just bags them up and brings them home to me. Oh, his wife's a garage sale collector. Snippy, from here, snip.
channel. Hope you enjoyed our little shop along there at the bins today. It was pretty quiet, not too many people. And we did find some good things. Sorry, getting a little reflection from a dirty spot of my glasses. We did find some great old books again. Love my old books, as you guys know. And I found some things that really surprised me. I picked them up not because I thought they were valuable, but I just thought it was a nice little collection. So that's kind of today's theme, is collections. But yeah, I was surprised, but we'll get into that in a second. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name is Clay, yes, of Clay's Collections. And we cover the items that we pick up for resale. I sell at an antique booth, I sell on eBay, and I do some whatnot sales. So let's just get right into this. Let's do the books first. I usually do books last. Let's do them first for a change. This book, Sandy's Faith, says a story of Scottish life. It's got an inscription on the front page dating at 1888. This was actually a book. This is published in Scotland. And it was a book given to John for perseverance and attention to his lessons. So I thought that was pretty fun. So it's a story of Scottish life. So it looks just like a fun little book, and it's actually in great condition for a book this old. I love these old books. And speaking of old books, Riley Child Rhymes with Hoosier Pictures. Oh, that Sandy's Faith, I cannot find anything on it, so I don't know any information on it. This Riley's Child Rhymes is a $15 to $25 book. This one actually is in pretty good condition, with the exception of some color fading on the cover. But this one is from 1899. So, yeah, just a fun little children's books with different illustrations and rhymes and stories. And this is the book that's in the absolute worst condition. It's Tom Brown's School Days by Thomas Hughes, but this is the John Long's edition. It's a Library of Modern Classics, and of course this dates to, what does it date to? Oh yeah, this was the one I wasn't sure. 1900? And so the front cover is off of it, and the next page is off of it, and I'm getting a phone call that I need to take, so let's talk about that. I'm back. Yeah, it was an important phone call I needed to take. Sorry about that. And that'll be regarding an announcement that'll be coming up on our channel soon. So I picked up this book, Orozco. This is, I believe, all in Spanish. It's actually an art book. And I'm not exactly sure what it's talking about, but it does have different illustrations of art in the back. I'll have to take it home and have Cindy interpret, or my friend Gilbert. So yeah, these are pretty, what I would call rather dark pictures. So yeah, so that'd be interesting to find out more about that. And then I picked up this little book. This is The Blue Book of Trees. I love this illustration here. Wouldn't that, you could use that in a display. Wouldn't that be great on the shelf? Part of a fall display. This is from 1958, and it talks, it's just a book of different trees and their leaves. I might keep this for myself, actually, because there's many times I've wondered about. See, we have a lot of maples in Minnesota. There's the silver maple, the sugar maple. Oh yes, the box elder trees. All the box elder bugs. The red maple, Ohio buckeye, horse chestnut. Oh, yeah, I might have to read that one for myself. The Antiquary by Walter Scott. This one does not have a date on it. It's actually in really nice condition. I would say it's probably, 1900 to 1920 in that page frame. This is a fun one, Men of Mark. Now this one, you can tell it's got the library binding. They had this tape that they would use and match the color of the book with the different colored tapes. I know because I used to work at a library and do that kind of thing. It has this extra page in here that broke off from the front because they put a strip of linen tape in there to hold the book together. But here's what's interesting. It was at a library, and then it was withdrawn from that library, and I love this old label. It was from Elgin, Illinois. And then it apparently went from that library to the Moody Bible Institute, which is also in Chicago, because they have their label on there. And then at some point it was taken from their library and ended up in the bins of Minnesota. How does that happen? I have no idea. But things go. This book is called Men of Mark, and so it's talking about sketches of some men of mark who rose from obscurity to renown, especially illustrative of the means by which they achieved success. And this is written by Reverend Daniel Wise. It says for young people. So this was intended for juvenile age readers. Oh, now here's another college. This is John Fletcher College Library. That must have been the first one that it was at. Oh, this is Waterloo, Iowa. Library of the Broadway Sunday. So this one actually was in multiple different libraries. This is hilarious. It just went from one library to another to another. And I should note, this is from 1875. So this is the oldest book that I found. But, yeah, that was quite the interesting book. I did pick up 2 cookbooks. Jessie Marie DeBoff Cookbook for All Occasions is from 1938. And Betty Crocker's Cooking Calendar book. I don't even know when this one is from. Oh, Grandpa Paulson Pans. 38 waist, 30 inseam. Okay. 1962. So yeah, this is a year-round meal planning guide. So that's pretty fun. All right, so that's our books. So then I found somebody must have donated their salt and pepper collector, but I picked up the Santa and Mrs. Claus, and the reason I did that, I have to do some cleaning on him, but he's actually got real fuzz and real pepper in Mrs. Claus for his beard and his hat, which I thought was fun. So I picked those. Those are a little more modern. They're not that old. Picked them up. Picked up a couple jewelry pieces that I found. Look at this pair of earrings. One of these days I'll learn to hold on to things. These are a pair of clip-ons with that salmon colored items. Here's a necklace, a beaded necklace. And these are plastic beads. Here's a bracelet. Again, none of these are, stellar pieces. This is a pendant brooch. It's got the clip for both. So these things I put in my little jewelry jars. Pair of earrings and an Avon brooch and another little pair of earrings. All right, then I collect sterling silver pieces, not just sterling, flatware pieces. And I saw this and I love the design of it. So I grabbed this because look at that. This is an hors d'oeuvre fork, probably for olives. It's got the tines on the end, if you can see those. 2 outer ones. This is a Rogers Brothers, 1847 Rogers Brothers. And, but yeah, it's just beautifully done. Love the twisted part of the stem there. All right, and then, I found a wooden spoon too. The little floral design. Nice decorative spoon. One more thing. I love this. This is a magnet for your fridge. It says, even your coffee was surprised you woke up this early. See, coffee has a surprised look. Anyway, that'll go down to the pink elephant. So I picked up a bunch of these small miniature frames. These are mostly pewter. there's a whole slew of them, and I only picked up a sampling. Yeah, so, and again, I thought, you know, these are nice little frames. Because they're small, they're decorative, they'll do well. This one actually is marked Seagull Pewter, Canada. So that one's got a mark on it. Love this one, kind of an Art Nouveau style to it, with the little kickstand on the back. No markings on that one. Here's another one. It's marked pewter on the back. And my plan was to put these down at the Pink Elephant. There's this one. It's got a back that says made in England, but it doesn't fit. It's from some other frame, but a lot of little oval ones. And then there's this one, oval frame, and this is marked USA Fine Pewter 1665 Elias 1985. Now this is Elias pewter, fine pewter, and look at that stand. That's a beautiful stand. These are fine pewter. They're very well done, and the Elias brand on these frames do really well. These can go for up to $20 for one of these small frames, which really surprised me. I've got one I'll show you in a second. And then this one I love too. This is another Art Nouveau style miniature frame. It's beautiful. And I like that it's got the square so you don't have to cut your photo down. You can just put your little child's school picture in there. But then there was this frame. And this is again another Elias. This one says Sterling Pewter on here. And it's got the same mark as the other one, the E for Elias, and then fine pewter. Then over here, 1680, then it's SN 925 fine, Elias 1989. Now from what I can tell is that this is mostly silver with some pewter, which is rather interesting. And I'm assuming they mix the two so that it doesn't tarnish, but this is a new price. This little frame is $30. There's no glass for it. I don't know if it ever had glass, but I just thought it was a beautiful frame. And you know, some of my longtime viewers know Sterling just seems attracted to me, so we find each other at the bins. I don't know what it is, but we do. Anyway, that's our haul for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll catch you next time.